What's up, y'all? This is Dubitdown. So I'm doing a recap of the last 11 years, and this will be part 2 because I forgot to mention my 12 years ago I started a business on eBay, and I did that for 10 years before I stopped selling shoes. But I sold shoes, and I had racks of shoes in this room because this wall was closed off, and I had racks of metal racks all the way over here, all the way back, and then it went. These walls weren't here in my room. Let me see if I can show you that. These walls weren't here, but this went back this way, and then I had metal racks all the way through here, all the way over here, and then all the way over here of metal shoe racks. So, as you can see, I still have some of them, but I made a lot of money in those 10 years that I sold on eBay. I made about 425 to 450,000, but it's too dark to walk over there. But that was this is just part 2 to the recap of the last 11 years. So then, what I would do when I was selling shoes is I would go to Goodwill's and find shoes that were less than $10. And I did that for I did that for the whole time I sold on eBay. I would go to the 4 Goodwills by my house, and I would spend like $350 to $400 a week buying shoes. But I was making about $900 a week selling shoes on eBay. So I was making about $45,000 a year, and roughly adds up to about $450,000. But I had to pay a lot of taxes. But as you can see, I still have a lot of shoes in here from what I used to do. But I don't do that no more. I just did. I was making my music at the same time. I was selling my shoes on eBay. So every chance I got, I was making my music. And what these are the shirts I'm giving away with my USB drives. We'll get a USB drive and show you. But so basically I'm just giving these shirts away. I got 20 shirts left, and that's a USB drive. Has 985 of my songs on it. They're $100 each. And what that is I was trying to sell them in the antique mall for 25 each, but no one's bought them in there. But that's just an extra large, got the tags in there. Extra large, and then I got them in all different colors. Brand new with the tags. So as you can see, they're all different colors, and then they say CheckeredGooseApparel in them. And we got a blue one right here. Blue, and then black and gray. And we got the yellow one right here. Yellow and gray, and then we have another black and gray. And then blue shirt. And then, well, you get the idea. I'm not going to go through every one of these shirts, but they're all different colors. They just say CheckeredGooseApparel, and I'm not making any more of these shirts. So you got to get them while the supplies last. If you buy a USB drive, you'll get one for free. This was just basically the video recap of the last 11 years, part 2. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I was walking around, but that's about it. And don't forget to sub both my channels, leave a like, comment, and share. And website will be in the description. Thanks. Dub it down.